Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, which you probably are, if you're not, welcome back. You're probably wondering, does she ever wear anything but t-shirts, do her hair, and put makeup on? And the answer is rarely. Anyway, I have two videos planned for today. One is to get to my craft wall, and then the other one, I figured I'd just give you a little foster care update. I've filmed this video like 100 times, and I don't know why I just haven't liked any of them. But this is gonna be the last one. This is the one I'm going to post. So better be a good one. After A left, which is where I left off on all my videos, we had a little 5-year-old girl come stay with us for a couple weekends. She was coming from another foster care home, and we were trying to see if she would be a good fit for our home. We ended up not keeping her because of our kids, you know. She was a sweet girl, very sweet, but Holland needs personal space a lot of the times. As if we had a child that was her age, she would be in the same class, she would sleep in the same room, she would, you know, always be around someone. The first weekend went great. It was Holland's birthday weekend, so we had our party, and I think that's why it went so good. We had friends over. And then the second weekend did not go so well. Holland ended up crying a lot. We just decided it wouldn't be a good fit. 6 weeks after A left is when we got our first call for a placement. It was a baby girl. She was 9 months old. We said yes, but then that night we got a second call for an emergency placement. And the baby girl, she wasn't an emergency placement. She was coming from another foster care home that just needed a temporary placement while they switched agencies. So we didn't know when she would come to us. When the emergency placement came in, we of course said yes, because emergency placements are when they're coming straight from the place they were removed from. We got him that night. It was June 9th because, well, I think it was June 8th, but it was like, 2 o'clock in the morning on June 9th when he finally came to us. That's Henry's birthday. It was his first birthday. So we got him. We'll call him Jay. So we've had A, we had our 5-year-old A, and then we got Jay. And Jay was going to be with us for just a few months. He was going to go live with a family member. But he ended up staying with us for 6 months. His parents did great on their services. I've met them. I have their phone number. I really like them. They're very sweet people. His parents were doing great, so they decided to change his plan, which, let me tell you, happens a lot with foster care. So they decided to change his plans, and he ended up going home with his parents before Christmas this year. So it was great. He was with us for 6 months, and it was a hard 6 months, I'm not gonna lie. We were not open in August for another placement. We could have been, because we can't have 2 placements, but we were not open. We got a call on August 12th for a 2-day-old. They were having a hard time finding a place. They called me, they said, I know you're not open, but we can't find a home for this newborn 2-day-old. Would you be interested? And immediately I was like, yes, yes, yes. She's like, okay, do you want to call your husband just to make sure? I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I called Kenny, and I was like, we're getting a baby. I was so excited because it was just out of nowhere. And 2 days before that, on the 9th, August 9th, I was talking to our agency worker about we'd like to go on the list for under 1. And then 2 days after that, we get this call, and we weren't even open. So then we got a baby boy. We call him baby, so that's what we'll call him here. So yeah, we've had him. He just turned 5 months old a couple days ago, and he's the sweetest, cutest, happiest little boy in the entire world. That's where we're at right now. I wish I could show you his face. He's so adorable. We cannot go back on the open beds list until Henry turns 2. Unless the baby leaves. If the baby leaves, then obviously we will go back. But if he doesn't, we have to wait until Henry turns 2. It's very confusing, and I don't know if it's just the state of Texas, but something about if you have 2 infants in the home, you cannot have more than 2 children under the age of 6. Also. So infants are 2 and below. So we would have Henry and the baby, who Henry will turn 2 in June, and the baby will turn 1 in August. So those are our infants. And then we have Holland, who's 5 right now, and Caroline is almost 4. She turns 4 next week. When Henry turns 2, we'll go back on the open beds list unless the baby leaves before then. So we will see. Oh, but like I said, Lots. Like, plans change so much. You just can't count on anything to be, like, nothing is set in stone with foster care. You think you might be going one direction and then whoop, no. Complete 180, and then they're like, no, never mind, he's gonna stay with you. Can he stay with you for this week? Oh, okay, now next week. No, it's just crazy. It's crazy, but you know, that's okay. We'll just roll with it. But yeah, that's our update on foster care. In the next video, I'm gonna have the same shirt on because I'm about to turn the camera around and do my craft wall. Okay, that's it for now. I will keep you updated with our foster care journey. If you've got any questions, I'm no expert because we've been doing this for a year, but my parents were foster parents. I have tons of friends from when my parents were foster parents. I have tons of friends now that are, that are foster parents through our community. So if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll try to answer it as best as I can.